Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Ryan Record, and today I'm going to show you how to use 3 randomly picked tones to come up with your own song. So let's begin. I'm going to pick 3 notes here, so I'm going to start with C sharp, then I'm going to go to G sharp, and then D. And you don't necessarily have to keep these in the same order. I'm going to start with them in this order and develop kind of a rhythm to it, and then I will probably modify it from there to fit what I want it to be. And I'm gonna, in the next step, I'm gonna show you how to add chords with it, but for now I want you to just focus on the melodic hand as I develop this. So I'm adding chords with these 3 notes. So I've got kind of a rhythm, but I don't really like the structure of it, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the chord that goes with this note. That sounds a lot better. And let's see about something like this. So now I've added a note to it, and again, this is for the purposes of creativity, so you don't have to stick with the same 3 tones. I'm letting this develop as I go. So this is how it sounds all together. I can even add the E chord at the end of it, and this forms a nice common chord progression. Hello again. We're getting ready to go to part 2 of the video, which shows you how to put chords with the 3 tones that you came up with. But before we do that, I want to show you how you can easily find these 3 chords. I've got something special for you. This is a little PDF I came up with just for you called Notes Related by Common Chords. Here's how you use it. After you pick your 3 random tones, or any tone for that matter, you can look on this chart. So you see that they're labeled by note, and I used all 12 notes, and then right beside each note I listed 5 common chords that fit with that tone. So for example, if the first note you picked was D flat, you can choose from any of these 5 chords to play with that D flat. Of course there are more, but I just am giving you the 5 most common basic chords that go with each note. Let's say you can't read the treble clef, or you want to see how it looks on the piano. Well, all you have to do is, in your browser, go to musictheory.net. When you're in musictheory.net, go to the Tools tab. So after you click on the Tools tab, go down to Chord Calculator, and then what you can do is we're going to look for D flat major. There's D flat major. If you want to make it minor or any other type of chord, you can put what you want and it will display it for you on the keyboard. You can look at it in different clefs as well, such as treble clef or bass clef, and this will show you what it looks like. But if you want to see what it looks like on the keyboard, this is a phenomenal way to do so. So please follow the link in the description below and utilize this chart to help you come up with your own songs today. So now as part 2, let me show you how I added the chords with this. Let's say you have little knowledge of chords and how they work. Well, here's something easy. Well, it's easy depending on how much you know, but something that you can find out fairly easy, and that is what chords go with what notes. And all you need is to start developing your knowledge of chords and what keys they're in. You could get a chord book or something like that, but I call this the common tone method, and that means that there are 3 main chords that have this note in it. There are more chords than that, but just to start with 3 simple ones, we have A, which has C sharp in it. We have F sharp minor, and these chords are all in the same key. And then we have C sharp minor, which has C sharp in it naturally. And so I'm choosing to go with F sharp minor. And then this tone right here is kind of an embellishment to the same chord. I'm not really changing chords per se, other than the fact that I'm adding this tone. And then when I go up to A also has 3 chords that are possible. You could go with D, you could go with F sharp minor, you could go with A. All of those have A in it. I'm choosing to go with D. And I'm keeping the same chord for those 2 tones as well. And then when I go back down to C sharp, I'm hitting A, which is another chord that has C sharp in it. And then to fill up the gaps in the chord progression, I'm just going to E to kind of resolve it, and then you can just start all over. So again, this is the whole thing in motion. And so this gives you something really solid to start building upon in your harmony and melody.